This is Ron from Super 8 to Video. If you've ever had film that's gotten creased like this, or perhaps it's just gotten all damaged and crumpled like this, I'm going to show you how to repair it using a flat iron. I find most Super 8 and 8mm films and their leaders straighten out somewhere between 180 degrees and 220 degrees Fahrenheit. This iron set for 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I say most, but not all. For example, this leader tape and when it cools off, it'll stay in that position. Usually they're actually pretty forgiving. I'm going to now raise this 50 degrees to 250 degrees. So we'll give it a minute. It'll climb up there to 250 degrees. Let's put a crease in the film. So that's at 250 degrees. Now we'll raise it to 300. There's 300 degrees. So let's go to 350. Now if you notice, it's climbed up to 368 and it will cool back down. It used to trick me and I thought I did something wrong, but sometimes it overshoots and then it cools back down to the temperature you set it at. So keep that in mind if you buy one of these flat irons. Let's cut this out, put a crease in it. Now this is at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. There's what happens. Most films are pretty forgiving like that. I always use the lowest setting I can that will actually straighten the film. So do keep that in mind. Go up 10 degrees each time and check it, because once you ruin the film, you can't undo it. I first suggest taking a lint-free cloth and wiping the film down just to get any dirt off of it so it doesn't melt into the film. I would advise not using a cleaner when you're going to iron it right afterwards. So we'll start with 170 and test it. And as you can see, even 170 worked. This is the lowest setting this iron will take, and it'll work. I will usually add just 10 degrees. Oh, not 190, I want 180. So now that it's 180, that's what I would actually use on this film, not the 200 we were in earlier. I like to use the lowest setting that I can and just a little bit above it. You may still have tiny little waves that are in the film when you're done, but they won't show up once they've been copied through the Wolverines or Magnasonics. And it really is that simple. This is that leader tape that I used earlier at 200 and it didn't work, it just melted it. So at 170, we'll hold it there for a while to make sure it's heated up to 170. It works out just fine. These digital irons, the lowest I've ever seen them go is 170. I had always hoped I could find one that would go down to 140, was never able to. I've never had a film that 170 ever damaged, but I'm sure there's a film out there somewhere, someplace, that 170 is too warm for. Test, then move up 10 degrees at a time. Here's an example of what else I use this iron for. There's a little bit of creases going on here at the end. You can tell the projector right at the very end had messed it up somehow. There'll be little waves. I've learned those waves don't show up whenever it's copying, but creases sometimes will stop it from copying, or they'll show up. So I don't like literal creases in the film. Little waves I don't really worry about, because I don't think you need to see me going through each one of these little creases here. This is what I was looking for. You know how a lot of times they'll have this sharp bend? I like to take that bend and straighten it out. And then do the same thing with the leader tape, if there's any creases or anything going on with the leader tape, so that when I splice these two together, that they're nice and flat. Now a lot of times I don't like my leader tape curled up like that, so I'll just stick it in the iron and actually run it all the way through like this at an angle. That way, when I go to work with it and I'm trying to put these two pieces together, that this isn't trying to curl up on me. So it's just another little tip that I like to use these flat irons for. I believe almost any flat iron will work, so if you have one, you may want to give it a try anyway. But for those that don't, I'm going to leave a link to a flat iron that is not exactly the same as this, because this one is no longer available. It has a little bit wider mouth, which actually I would prefer over this. Outside of that, it works under the same principle where you just hit this plus and minus and it goes up 10 degrees each time, which I was very happy with. So I've left an Amazon link in the description below. Most films are pretty forgiving, like that film that I showed where it went from 170 degrees to over 300 degrees before it melted. But other films are like that leader tape where at 200 degrees it melted. So be careful and test. What you see right now in front of you is a film from 1936 and 37 that most people would think is just a piece of trash. But I saved it using a flat iron. If you want to see how I did this, click on the card while the moon is setting. This is Ron from Super 8 to Video, signing off.